Hello, family. Welcome to another episode of the Israel Wake Up Call. I'm your brother, Mike Maliss. And family, please pardon my unenthusiasm right now because I have absolutely no reason to be enthusiastic, and quite frankly, neither do you. I cannot believe what I'm getting ready to show you. Now, let me tell you, it takes a lot for me to be shocked and surprised by things. It has been a long time since something has really had me like, whoa. I'm not even going to prepare you for what was said by this man. I can't even call him a brother. I'm embarrassed that this man is even a so-called black man, so-called Negro. I am embarrassed that this man is an Israelite. Hopefully somewhere down that chain, he's not. I really feel that way. But you just have to see this for yourself. Family, please.
Right behind them.
By the way, when you mentioned that the UK was ahead of us, they were. Do you know that the slave owners were compensated? After they lost their quote-unquote property, the government compensated slave owners.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so when people talk about reparations, do they really want to have that conversation? Because, like it or not, slavery was legal. And so their property, their legal property, was taken away from them after the Civil War. So you can make an argument that the people that are owed reparations, and not only just black people, but also the people whose quote property, close quote, was taken away after the end of the Civil War.
You saw that for yourself. You saw that for yourself. Let me ask you a question. A very serious question right now. Do y'all truly still believe that the end is not here? Seriously. Are you still stuck on stupid to believe that this is not the end times right now with everything going on in the world? And then for these two champion coons. First and foremost, y'all already know about Candace Owens. She's one of the worst of the worst. All right? She is a bedroom whore when it comes to dealing with Esau. And now you have this nigger. Oh, and I say that proudly when I call him that. Everything that word represents when it comes to the absolute disgrace of our people. And I'm not talking about from Esau's end. I'm talking about from our end when we call somebody a nigger and mean it in a horrible fashion. That man represents every last bit of the word. Family, please open your Bibles to the 1611 King James Version Bible with the Apocrypha, and please go to Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. I'm going to make this statement here, and this is biblical, and I don't want to hear anything from anybody. Don't light me up with my language or anything if I choose to blow a stack today. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Let's focus on that first part. Surely, meaning guaranteed, oppression maketh a wise man mad. Meaning, some of us are going to get really pissed off because of the conditions that our people are in. And the problem is that not enough of our brothers or sisters are truly, truly mad. They're comfortable. They're comfortable in an oppressed state. This man got on national television, if not worldwide, and came out of his mouth and said that our oppressors, the people that have committed these horrible atrocities against our people, should be compensated, should be paid for the things that they've done to our forefathers and our foremothers. The beatings, the torture, the rape, performing surgeries without anesthesia, cutting our forefathers and foremothers out of the bellies of our foremothers before they were even born, or when they were born, taking them, wrapping rope around their feet, and hanging them over trees in the bayous of Louisiana and Florida and anywhere where the alligators are populated, so that they can be used as bait. That's where gator bait comes from. Buck breaking, horrifically grabbing our men and performing wicked, vile, disgusting sexual acts against them in front of their families, in front of their mothers, their wives, their children, their brothers, their sisters. And this nigga came out and said that these colonial slave owners, or wherever they were, whether it was colonial, whether it was the Arabs, but right now we're speaking in regards to Esau. And this man said that they should be paid for that. They should be compensated. They should receive money for the atrocities that they have committed against our family. Against our family. This nigga said this. He said it and had no problem saying it. Now, there was two people, well, there were, that's proper English, two people there that were having this conversation. These two champion coons. And they were okay with it. That's the part that gets me inside. That's the part that angers the hell out of me. They were cool with this. And here's the thing. There are so many more of our people that are out there like that. I'm trying to explain to you, family. Y'all know the saying, everybody that's skinfolk ain't kinfolk. Now you have to start to ask yourself, how many of these types of individuals live or work around you or with you? How many? Who can you trust? Because you have a lot of people that will come right out and say these things. They'll say all the right things while you're there to make you believe, oh, yes, we are in allegiance. Oh, yes, I'm with you, brother. But yet, when they go back to headquarters, they're having conversations like this. You see, this is where the Father said that your actions mean everything. Your words don't mean a damn thing. Love is an action word. And this is one of the most despicable acts that I've seen in a long time. I'm sorry. Now, many of you may be like, okay, well, you're not baffled by this. I am. I'm baffled by the fact that two niggas will sit there and have this type of discussion and then make sure that it aired broadcast. I have a very big problem with that. I cannot explain the level of the problem that I have with that, because now even a lot of people who are up in these camps, a lot of them could have that mentality. It's a truly, truly sad state of affairs. Family, I want you to really plug your mind behind what I'm getting ready to say. Do you realize Larry Elder is running for a political office? This man, I believe, is governor he's running for. This man is running for a position to where he will rule over the people. This man is going to make laws, approve and deny laws and petitions, ideas. I don't think you're getting it. That is a very dangerous spot. First and foremost, we already have whatever her name is in the White House with Joe Biden. Yeah, Kamala Harris. That's why I said whatever her name is. Kamala, whatever the hell her name is. You have a person like that in the White House. In the White House now. And then here you have another individual with a high-ranking position that, if he does win, will have her same mindset, if not worse. And again, Kamala, whatever your name is, she's also a bedroom whore with Esau as well. And I call them bedroom whores because we're not allowed to be married to the other nations, per scripture. If you haven't seen the lesson on interracial marriage, go watch it. And now this man is running for a position like this. Now you have to ask yourself, how many more of them are like that, if not all? I'm not going to say all of them because there probably are some that are in there that indeed truly want to make a change. But if you're not coming out of these scriptures, if you're not bringing the truth forth to our people as to who we are, then you're not doing us any justice whatsoever. You're not telling the truth. So all of their work, their effort, their monetary gain from what they've done was all worthless. Worthless. You can't fix our people without including Christ, without including the truth, and without having the Most High God to back us up. But let me tell you this. The end is near. They're coming. If you don't realize they're coming, then there's something wrong with you. They are coming. This is the end. I'm going to prove it to you. Family, please, I want you to open Luke chapter 21. Luke chapter 21. I want you to go to verse 8. I'm going to read this down to verse 17. Luke chapter 21, starting at verse 8. And I'm bringing this out because this is our big brother, the Black Messiah Christ, that's talking. And he told us, he warned us. He warned us of this very thing that was going to happen. What you just saw in that video, he warned us about. Watch this. And he said, speaking of Christ, take heed that ye be not deceived. That's a warning. He said, make sure you are not deceived. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. Don't go after these men that are professing Christ, and you do not see it in their actions. That includes the Christian church. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, all these different rumors of wars that's going on right now, especially right now with the revisited war with Afghanistan, right now as we speak. Be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass. But the end is not by and by. Did you understand that statement? All these things are happening right now. Everything that he's speaking of is happening as we speak. Then he said unto them, nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. All of this is happening right before your very eyes. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. Y'all are seeing it. Many of you already send me things. All of these different situations and circumstances happening all over the world. All of these anomalies that are happening in the sky, all these chariots, all these different, these rainbow lightnings, all of these things that are happening right now. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you. You mean to tell me that this is not happening? Delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. We just recently saw a video. Many of you have sent me the video of police that are rushing our brothers out there and locking them up. All of this is happening. All of this is happening. Verse 13, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. So right here he's telling you, think about what you say before you say it. He's now telling you, you have to use your wisdom. All of the wisdom that you have gained and developed during all of these lessons, it's time to start putting into action. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries, meaning enemies, shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. So the Father is speaking through Christ and making sure that he tells each and every last one of us that that wisdom that you gain, it is not going to be in vain. He is going to be the one that will control your mouth and where these words come from. This is why you have to build yourself up in these words that come directly out of our book, our cultural manual. And ye shall be betrayed. Listen close, family. And ye shall be betrayed by both parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not be an hair on your head perish. Let me go back to 16 real quick. And ye shall be betrayed by both parents and brethren, and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. The brethren, meaning your brothers and sisters and your kinsfolk, betrayed. Larry Elder betrayed our people. Candace Owens betrays our people. Kamala Harris betrays our people. It's happening. Now I want to read 18. But there shall not an hair of your head perish. And do you know why he said that? Even though they can destroy the physical body, this is not your life. Your life is that spirit within. That real person on the inside of you. They can't touch that. Because as you already know, as soon as this body, this vessel stops, this biological machine, once it stops, the spirit inside leaves and goes back into the presence of the Father. The betrayal, family. The betrayal. This is the same type of nigga right here that went and told the slave masters when our brothers and sisters tried to revolt. I want to make sure y'all understand that this is the end. No more games. No more time for playing. If you're still not believing that this is the end, then this is what the Father calls willingly ignorant, meaning that you're being stupid on purpose. It's time to get right and get tight spiritually. It's time to put away the nonsense, put away the jokes, put away the shameful banter, and get yourselves right. Remember, you have to work out your own salvation. You do. And the time is here. Here we are. And nothing is going to change. I've heard people say, I'm just waiting things to get back to normal. It will never be back to normal. The problem is that you are too comfortable. The normal that I want is what we originally had from the beginning. That's the normal I want. That the Father created this earth for the Israelites, for our sakes. That's normal. Not this. This is abnormal. This is disgusting. And it's about to wrap up. So if you want to continue to play, if you want to continue to take this as a joke, you go right ahead. But you're dead. You're dead. And it was all your fault. And with that being said, Israel, I love you. I'm out.